gentlemen, welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're officially at midweek, guys, and we are here to celebrate that with you all. We have got a fabulous live launch. It is officially time to deck the halls. We can't wait to show it you. It's really, really beautiful. It's an absolutely stunning kit, and there's loads and loads to choose from. You're just going to be spoilt for choice. I'm so excited to show it to you. My name's Rebecca and I am your hostess for this fine hour of crafting fun. Let me introduce you to my team that I've got with me today. In the lovely producer station corner, we have got Gemma. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And in our crafty demonstration station, you know who I've got with me. She's been my dynamic duo pal all week. It's a lovely Cat, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, back in my comfort zone today.
Oh, really? We had a good show yesterday. Stop it. You smashed it. Yes, today it is time to deck the halls. Our brand new collection is called Forever Florals, Deck the Halls, and it is Forever Florals with a really nice vintage Christmas twist. It's absolutely beautiful and you're going to love it. Before we get into that though, let's have a little look at our Win It Weekly. Okay, so our prize is, I mean, they're amazing every week, but our prize this week is absolutely amazing. We are giving away 3 of our fabulous Christmas themed little books. If you win these, you're going to have everything you need. Apart from some Miriam card blanks, you've got everything you need to make your whole year of Christmas cards. Absolutely stunning imagery. This one, again, it's going to cover not just Christmas, but all of your winter occasions that you've got there. It's an absolute stunner of a little book, this one. So that's our Heavenly Winter. We've got our Christmas Joy. Just a very quick flick through. If you've caught our shows, we have been through these, but isn't that imagery gorgeous? Fabulous mixture of snowy scenes and some lovely sort of cozy imagery there. You know, the Christmas pudding, the florals, everything you need is covered in this one. Santa there and the snowmen. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the last one is our little book of reindeer. So all our absolute latest and greatest reindeer artwork in here. And a really nice mixture of some snowy, some contemporary, some cute, and, you know, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous imagery. Ready for you to just pop on a Miri mat, stick on your card, and you're absolutely good to go for those quick and simple makes. We've got 4 winners this week for these little books, and if you would like to be in with a chance to win, just the usual rules apply, like, share and comment, with the answer to the following question. What is the current record for the longest Yule log ever made? Is it A, 1,344.21 metres? Is it B, 2,472.81 metres? Or C, 1,136.36 metres? Wowzers. I would quite like to know this. I'm very, very interested. The comments are sort of gearing towards one answer, but you never know. So get your answers in and you could be winning that. Love it. Okay. We know what you guys are here for though. You're here for our live launch. It's incredible. And we're not going to tease you anymore. We're going to run straight to a VT with all some beautiful inspiration from the team. Wasn't that incredible? Don't you just love this collection, Kat?
It is so, so beautiful. I love a bit of Mattastic. I love our Forever Florals range, and this is just encapsulated the best of both.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really nice, fun and sort of vintage collection. There's some really nice colours in here. But yeah, let's not keep you waiting any longer. Let's show this beautiful kit. Okay, so this is our luxury topper collection. And it's got 8 topper sheets, 4 designs, 2 of each. Not only that though, you're getting a little cheeky bonus. You're getting 2 extra topper sheets in here. So it's incredible value. I mean, it's amazing as it is, never mind those topper sheets. So we'll show you those as well as part of this. You just get the slip there and the inspiration sheet with all of our wonderful card models that we've done for you guys to either copy or be inspired by at home. Really, really nice mixture, and showing you what else we have in this range. Absolutely love our inspiration sheets. I always keep them just handy for a little bit of you know, if I just need a little bit of a kick for my mojo.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one we've got here is Poinsettia Promise. So you'll notice here throughout our Forever Florals is obviously our florals are the star of the show. But with our Forever Florals collection, it's got a very distinct look. It's got a certain typography. It's got a certain feel. It's got a signature look, hasn't it? It's very, very stylized, and it's absolutely beautiful. Really making the most of how we can stylize those florals. So as you can see, you've got that beautiful sort of modern lettering font. You've got the French script font there, and some beautiful vintage sort of jars and bows and ribbons, just to give it that really Christmassy festive feel. You've got Deck the Halls with boughs of holly. You've got lanterns, jars, everything. Christmas wishes from our family to yours, and Merry Christmas. As Kat said, it is in a Mattastic finish, so if you want to do a bit of sponging, maybe a little bit of inking, add some spritz, it's absolutely up to you, but it does have the capacity to be able to hold that because it is our fabulous Mattastic finish. Okay, so you're going to get 2 of those. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely sort of festive pastels in here. It's so unusual to see pastels at Christmas, but they're just done in the most perfect way to go with our florals. So you can also see the fussy cutting opportunities. You know, you've got those poinsettias in the jar. So easy to fussy cut that delicate snowfall on the Mattastic cardstock. So that's your printed, and then you get your beautiful foiled cardstock. Again, I could see this working really nicely as a stepper, as an easel. Just that beautiful borders with that poinsettia floral foliage there as well, and the lovely foiling throughout. You can just see that gold on those snowflakes there, just scattered through, and a really nice sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of a French washed wood kind of effect.
Kind of like that paint wash, isn't it? Kind of effect. So those kind of themes
chalk
that we have
paint.
running through the Forever Florals, like the Hessian and the calico and the background scripts and that kind of wash effect.
Yeah, it just gives it a really nice kind of rustic, stylish, vintage look. I absolutely love it. We've got a white and pink poinsettia here. Absolutely beautiful. Wishing you all the joy and goodwill of the festive season. Joy au Noel, wishing you a Merry Christmas. And again, we've got that little jar and sort of candles and all those sort of vintage like home decor-y knickknacks. So it's perfect for any projects like that as well. Love that border as well. It almost reminds me of like sort of Christmas cookies. They're so sweet. And again, those florals really are the star of the show with this one. And again, your cardstock, you've got that sort of chalk paint sort of effect there, which you can see really nicely. And again, that poinsettia, I would just be absolutely fussy cutting that like crazy. It's gorgeous. Oh, and this one, oh my goodness. Look at the delicate foiling on these jars, people. Isn't that stunning? I absolutely love it, and I love, again, bit of pink for Christmas, but with that soft snowfall and those pale red poinsettias, it really works.
Yeah, the pastels are definitely becoming more and more prominent as every Christmas goes by.
I think so.
Well, I think a lot of people have gone the trend now, and I know I've done it for a few years, is matching your Christmas decorations to your interior design. So since we've had the rise, like in the baby blues and the mint greens and the blush pinks and stuff, they are becoming a lot more prominent in the Christmas colours as well.
Absolutely. It's very, very on trend. And we know that you guys, you know, love to have something a little bit different. But it's not overly contemporary because it is done in that Mattastic, because it's done with those vintage touches. It's really, really nice. This one is Christmas by the candlelight there. So this one are florals. You've got the holly, you've got the pine cones, just the nice Christmas sprigs that you all love to see on your wreaths and your garlands there. Loads of little button toppers and tags to finish your cards off perfectly. And the most beautiful centerpieces there, all foiled in that lovely gold. Again, another signature finish to our Forever Florals is it is all foiled in gold. So really nice to pair up with your gold mirror or your gold snowfall mirror, whatever you like there, but it's going to look beautiful with that. Again, stunning cardstock with those sort of deep wood brown tones there, and just perfectly picking up those pine cones. And some beautiful foiled corners. Again, think about your triangular cards, think about your funky panels, anything like that. Again, if you're really great with your fussy cutting, you could definitely be doing that with this one as well. And that beautiful sort of cream colour to tie it all in together. Next is our Holly Jolly Christmas. Again, using that holly, and we've got the mistletoe there. Isn't that sweet? Winter wishes, so it's going to be perfect for perhaps a card for your other half, or you know, if you make to sell, you know, pop like a Moonstone mini with husband, wife, anything like that, partner. It's going to be so great for all those sort of romantic Christmas cards there as well. Christmas kisses is your sentiment, super, super sweet. And again, you've got that really nice sort of festive lantern and the candle jar on that. Love the fancy label shape as well. Going to work perfectly with your nesting dies. And these three sort of snowflake button toppers, super cute. You can be using those as embellishments instead of your gemstones. And then your cardstock to match this. Oh, sorry, I think it's upside down. Do apologise. Let's get it on the rack. But you could use it either way up, but I think it looks lovely like that. Just hanging down that mistletoe with that soft pastel green. Absolutely stunning. And again, oh, sorry, just that one was upside down. It was naughty, that one. And then again, you've got your lantern, perfect for fussy cutting. Absolutely love, again, that sort of green washed effect on there. It's beautiful. These, you're going to get completely free. Absolutely, not just one, two, guys. Oh my goodness. 2 bonus topper sheets here with imagery that's going to match perfectly. You've got the candles, you've got the mistletoe, you've got the jars of poinsettias there, wishing you a Merry Christmas. You've got these beautiful tags which give you the information about the florals we've got in the kit. So we've got pine cones, holly, and the poinsettia there. Not only that, we have little personalisation ones. So you can see to my brother, to the best son, winter blessings for you, grandma. You know, so you're going to be able to personalise this for members of your family. Isn't that lovely? And you're going to get 2 of those. Perhaps you want to be really extra and just use them as tags on your presents to match your cards perfectly.
If you're getting them for free.
You're getting them for free. Why not? Exactly. Absolutely, why not? They've all got little holes punched in them as well, so that you can just, if I just show you there, yeah, you can see the little holes just punch out there, ready for you to pop some ribbon through and pop on a really nice handmade gift or whatever you want to do with that. Okay. Also, we have our beautiful matching luxury card inserts. This is also part of a bundle. We're showing you everything you're going to get in the bundle. We'll come through that at the end, but these are our luxury card inserts. So 36 coordinating inserts, 12 designs, 3 of each. So, you know, you're not just going to be using one and thinking, oh no, well, I can get 2 cards out my topper set. No, you get 3. And you can chop them up. You don't have to just fold them in half either. So you can really be stretching these out as well. Again, they're just going to go with that Mattastic perfectly, especially if you are adding stamps, if you are adding ink. because you can do that with these as well, because they are a matte finish. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You know, you're going to open that card, it's going to look so expensive, it's going to look so luxurious.
So perfect for background paper, that as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If you want to use these as outserts, as we call them, you absolutely can. They are beautiful enough to. And those toppers with all those foiling and all that snowfall, they're going to do all the talking, so you can totally have these as backgrounds. If you want to be a bit lighter on your postage, apologies with the lanterns upside down there. Gorgeous little, again, wood grain texture there for you. Just very, very delicate. So perfect for the inside. It's not going to take away from any verses or any printing or stamping that you want to do. And they're just going to sit there absolutely looking beautiful and finishing your cards off in style. Really nice sort of creamy pastel yellow one there. And then finally this one with the corners. Yeah, they're our last three. So as you can see, that pattern perfectly matches the cardstock. So you are going to have the same cohesive look all the way through your card making with this. And then the final piece of this bundle is our square little book of Deck the Halls Forever Florals. Isn't it cute? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. 150 pages. So this is potentially, you know, I think it is 150 cards, could be easily, yeah. Can't see any sort of like sentiment pages or anything like that. But so you could be making 150 cards just with this. $9.99, it's definitely worth having in your collection. And we know some people like to stock up on these and buy one for next year, an extra one or anything like that. It's beautiful imagery, just repeated throughout this. I love this one as well because you could stick your message or anything like that in the middle, because again you can stamp onto these, you can print onto these. Beautiful papers here, absolutely stunning. Again, if you want to make smaller cards, we've got backgrounds in there, lovely centerpieces such as this poinsettia, and again those sort of really nice looking jars that we've got throughout the collection, just echoing through. All those lanterns and those jars that you see throughout there are repeated in this little book. Again, so isn't that perfect for a background for your cards? If you are making sort of 5x5s, and why not? If you've got a lot to post out, why not make some smaller cards this year? Really challenge yourself. They're absolutely stunning.
And you've got your 2 free bonus topper sheets as well, so just stick one of those tags on there and a sentiment and you're good to go.
Absolutely. Quick and easy card making is an absolute breeze. I love all these wreath ones as well that you can really personalise. Like Kat says, maybe use some of those little tags and those bonus toppers on there. More lanterns with the poinsettias. I love these pages as well because, like I say, that is a card in itself. You don't need anything other than a mirror mat on that. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas. You've got everything you need, and there's so many really nice versy pages that are just centerpieces, aren't they? Wishing you all the joy and goodwill of the festive season. Absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love poinsettias as well. Quite partial to a bit of mistletoe, but you don't actually see it very often.
No.
Saying that though, like my sister got married in December last year and she had like mistletoe, because obviously it was very romantic, isn't it? Yeah. So oh, there is sentiments actually, I do beg your pardon. How cute are these? I actually think these would look lovely because of the style. If you're doing a little bit of Christmas scrapbooking, especially with some of these pages, because you know you can distress them, rough them up, stick collage them. You know, it's really got that amazing opportunity to do that with. You've got the mistletoe there again, the gorgeous little lantern, and the stunning floral centerpieces here. I love pine cones as well at winter. Again, absolutely perfect. I'm definitely getting this. It just reminds me of my sister's wedding. Like, I'm definitely making all her cards with this year. It's an absolute must-have, $9.99. And if you want to look at all that you're getting in the bundle, which is $29.97, if you want everything that we've just shown you, it is available in a bundle, saving £10. So not only that, not only the bonus sheets, you know, you're getting all of this for $29.97, all your toppers, all your inserts, the square little book, and your 2 tag toppers. Okay. Whew, what a collection. Oh my goodness.
It does take your breath away, doesn't it?
It really does. They're absolutely stunning florals. I absolutely love this kit. Kat, are you ready to give us your first demo?
I most certainly
Fabulous.
am. Yes. So I have chosen the Christmas by Candlelight. It was really, really hard choosing which one I was going to work with this, because I love them all.
I know.
So much. So I'm not going too crazy.
Okay.
It's just a 7x5 card, but yeah, with a little bit of a cat twist. Yeah. So start with the boring bits, and I'm cutting myself a 7x5 matte for my card blank.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take this cardstock, and I'm going to be careful how I cut this, because I want to cut 2 pieces out of it. So I know I want it at a height of just under 7 inches. So I'm going to cut it 3 notches under my 7. And for this side here, this is going to be like the front part that I'm going to use.
Okay.
I'm going to cut this to 3 notches under my 5. So this will just give me that lovely matte and layer effect. But what I'm going to go in and do is I'm going to die cut a circle, or a part of a circle from this side here, to layer my circle topper over. So I'm going to use the rest of the card that I've got left to create a background. So it's not just going straight down onto the gold mirror at the back. So I'm just, again, we did cut this to just under the 7, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to take this just a tiny little bit smaller, so I know it's not going to leave me any edges when I stick everything down.
Okay, yeah.
And again, just a tiny bit more under the 5 and 3 notches under.
Perfect.
So if you put these back, well, if I put this over the top now, you'll see that that is just a little bit smaller, so when it's going at the back, you're not going to see the edges.
Okay, no problem. Perfect.
So we'll start by getting this bit stuck down before I forget what I'm doing with it.
Just whilst you do that, we're going to say good morning to everyone. Good morning to Emma. Good morning to Tanya. Cold, windy Denmark, but out of COVID isolation. Yay. Woo. Good morning to Sue. Good morning to Jackie. Good morning, Joan, Veronica, Viv, Karen, Linda, Susan, Sandy. Good morning, Anya. Good morning, Sandra. Absolutely loving this kit today. Good morning, Kirsty. Good morning, Valerie. Lots of people waiting for parcels.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop my topper out just so I can find exactly where I want to place my die, because I could just stick it on there. It looks about right, but then when you've got to layer your frames and everything up, you realise that you're coming a little bit too high up. So it's easier if you have a play around with your frame first, know exactly where you want that to sit, and then you know you can pop your die in exactly the right position. So do you know what, I don't think I'm too far off there. And as you can see, I'm only doing half of it because I do want my frame coming off the edge of my card, just to give it that like little bit of a twist that I was on about before. So I'm just going to pop this in. And like I said, what I like to do when I'm securing this in place with my low tack tape here, is try and keep the tape onto the part of the card that I'm cutting away.
Okay.
And then because it's going through the big die cutting machine, if it does get pressed down too much and it's going to tear, I want it to tear on the bit that I'm not going to use.
Absolutely.
I mean, it very, very rarely does, but it's always better to be safe.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're cutting that with an aperture, you do it in that way round as well.
Exactly.
Anything like that, yeah, definitely.
If you've got the opportunity to put it somewhere that's not going to be seen, do it that way. So just run this through here.
A couple of people agreeing with me about the scrapbooking ideas. Jane Kirkham has just said the inserts are great for scrapbooking backgrounds. Viv Williams says never done any scrapbooking. Now that's a very good excuse to start.
It is.
They really lend themselves. I feel like I'm inspired now. Like I want to create a scrapbook page now. I've said it. Honestly. But card making, scrapbooking, gifts, anything this collection is perfect for. I'm excited to see this come together, Kat.
So we're now left with this layer like this, and we're going to add this on using foam pads. So it's just going to give that depth from the back of the card.
Yep.
So let me see if I can find the appropriate ones. I've got my long chunky strips here.
Oh, just giving it that little bit of height.
Absolutely. Yeah, it just gives you that little bit of depth to play around with, just to...
Yeah.
And we'll have a little bit at the top.
Oh, and good morning to everybody on YouTube. Sorry, it has been a little bit slow on the iPad this morning, YouTube, but good morning to everyone joining us. Good morning, Stacey. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Elsa. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Leanne. So good to have you joining us. Another, Elsa says, another must-have collection. Please send me some money. Tell me about it. It's honestly, it's dangerous working here.
Okay, so I think I'm going to have that in that direction. So I'm just going to try and be clever. I'm going to put my fingers on this side so I know where I don't want my glue going. So when I turn it off, I know I want it around this bit, just so it's not poking over. You're not going to see it. So again, I'm just going with my construction glue. And we're just going to layer that back over that aperture there. So you just get this lovely, like, kind of panel detail effect. You can see it starting to build up.
Especially with like the mirror around the edges as well, it just looks stunning.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to use glue to put this down, just so it looks like we're looking into the card rather than thingy. So everything that I'm putting down on that base layer is flat, and then everything coming up from the card is going forward.
Okay.
So that just goes off the edge as well, a little bit there. And then we just finish with a couple of toppers. Have you got a little bit of red ribbon I can pinch from the collection
I'm sure
as a sneak peek?
I'm sure we can find some.
So I'm taking this topper and I'm taking this circle one as well, and I'm going to layer them up, which is something that some people might think is a little bit wasteful, but I really like the effect that it gives.
Do you want this sort of classic Christmassy red?
That is absolutely perfect.
Oh my goodness, it's been very well wrapped around here. There we go.
So, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So I'm going to put this on the bottom here, just coming over the circle, and then I'm going to layer up this one on top.
Oh, we've had loads of comments about the design team, like maybe coming on. I think Viv said, who actually designs and draws all the kits, because I want to be their best forever friend. And there's been like, oh, maybe. Honestly, our design team, a lot of them are really, really shy.
Yeah, they are.
And they're very, very modest as well. So hopefully we will definitely maybe get something sorted out in the future, fingers crossed.
And then we're just going to take like this little taggy candle.
So are you leaving your circle like overhanging on your card?
Oh, I definitely am.
Oh,
yeah.
fabulous. I was going to say, like, you could snip it off if you wanted that sort of like angled look, but I love it hanging over.
No, I really do. And yes, it's not going to fit in your matching envelope, but it will fit in a 7x7.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think it's worth it just to have that detail on there. Like, you can't buy that level of detail in a shop.
It just elevates it. It's not a difficult card to make, but it just elevates it to something that that people know you've not bought in the shop.
Yeah, you're going to give that to your recipient, and they're going to be like, I've never seen a card like that before.
So we'll pop that in that top corner. Get a little bit of ribbon. And I am going to be using this ribbon again shortly, so I will put it down to my right hand side, so when I'm looking for it afterwards, everybody scream, it's at the right.
Behind you, it's on the right.
So we'll just tie a little bow. You can use your bow maker, but I never have it.
I know, neither do I, honestly. Mine's just in a box somewhere, it's terrible. Oh, I love that. Really bringing in that red as well, like it
just gives it that pop, doesn't it?
Definitely, 100%.
We've got a slow moving construction glue today. It's going. So a blob on there. I'm gonna hold that down for a couple of seconds.
Oh, Kat, that looks so neat.
My construction glue onto my card base just while that bow dries, just to hope it gives it a couple of seconds grab time before we show it off.
Oh, isn't that such a pretty card?
I think my box is in the way. There we go.
Beautiful. Got those beautiful golden snowflakes just glistening away there, and that candle. I love it. I absolutely love it. So pretty. Super effective as well, isn't it, with the
and a
little
design
circle
that you
hanging.
can use probably across most of your topper sheets.
Yeah, definitely. We always do.
Yeah, if you've got the matching nesting dies, you could do this with most of them.
Absolutely. It's always worth having nesting dies in your stash for cards like this. And like I say, we always do loads of circle toppers. Let's have a look at some card mates from our lovely team. We've got this one that just chops into that cardstock a little bit, does a little bit of a shuffle around with those squares, deck the halls with boughs of holly there. Absolutely beautiful. What else have we got with the topper kits? Oh yeah, bringing in your snowfall acetate. Absolutely love that. You've got the jar there. Stunning. Oh, this one's one of mine. This is a twisted easel with that mistletoe. Oh, how cute. I loved making this one. Definitely one of my favourite shapes to make, and really just makes that mistletoe kind of pop there. Again, we've got that lantern there, fussy cut, and just placed on that. Gemma, have you bought all mine in purpose? I'm gonna start blushing here. Honestly. I just had such fun with this collection though, honestly. And another easel, again, I did this. I've not brought in my own cards, people. Gemma's brought these in for us. Just with those sort of oval toppers, a little bit of fussy cut in there with those jars. Aren't they lovely to fussy cut those? Had such a fun time getting my craft knife and my scissors out to do that. We've got this one as well with the diagonal one. Oh, I don't know whose this one is, but I absolutely love it. Kat, is this one of yours?
That's mine, yeah.
Beautiful. Again, I love the way the sort of frame overhangs that card.
I know, I am naughty. I'm an envelope person's nightmare, but I don't care.
I know, it just looks so pretty. We can't help it. And again, just one with that little book. Sweet and simple. Like Kat says, all you need is one of those little bonus sentiments and, you know, sweet and simple card making at its finest. And then we've got this trifold one using some images from the little book. How fun is that? Oh, I love that. Definitely cool for like little decorations, signage if you're having a Christmas party as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Fabulous, fabulous makes from the team. And yeah, like I say, Absolutely had so much fun working with that. Let's show you the next bit of kit that we've got for you. We have some of our printed parchment here. As you can see it's wanting to just curl there. It's so light, it's so delicate, just as you'd expect from parchment. Really nice printed designs on here. You're going to get 12 sheets on here, 4 different designs and 4 of each, so it's really going to go really far this to extend your kit out. Just looks beautiful behind toppers as backgrounds. You know, you can hide your adhesive where you're going to put toppers or where you're going to put panels, anything you like. You can rip this, distress it, heat emboss onto it. Possibilities are endless, and beautiful patterns to coordinate with the collection perfectly. We just put it on some cardstock just to give it a little bit of vibrancy, so it shows up really well under our lights and our cameras. Isn't this a stunner? Little bit of pine cone border there, gorgeous. And oh, super versatile, useful. Again, it's got that sort of chalk finish, like chalk paint wood wash finish, little bit of script print and some beautiful snowflakes. So this could really, and you know, a holly print and a pine cone print, it's going to go with everything. Yeah. It's going to really, you know, if you're mixing and matching your kits and your collections, it's going to be absolutely, you know, you can't go wrong with a snowfall background, can you? No. Honestly. And then your poinsettia, oh, aren't these gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I wouldn't want to chop into that. So you've got the wood grain effect there going down the middle and those 2 stunning poinsettia and foliage borders there at the side. Gorgeous, soft, delicate. You know, you can see how translucent that is. You can see how good that's just going to look as a sort of little screen for your cards or behind anything. It's going to look stunning. What else have we got to show you? I've buried my cue cards. Oh well. Everything's been nicely organised by the lovely Gemma and the team for me. Next up we have our Mattastic. Again, it's just going to finish your card making off beautifully. It's going to save some of your printed and patterned foiled cardstock if you want to. And the most beautiful colours there. We've got the magnolia, the warm oak. So you can see how these colours are really tying in with that holly, with that foliage, with those sort of wood grain textures. Absolutely wonderfully there. You've got the burnt sienna, that beautiful Christmas red there. You've got the honey, again, a really nice one to put a bit of butterscotch ink or a little bit of gold spritz on. Yeah. Again, it's Mattastic, so you can add all of those mixed media finishes to it. White, you just absolutely can't go wrong with. You always need a little bit of white cardstock. Intense espresso. Absolutely gorgeous colour. Almost black, but not quite. Not quite. Intense Espresso is definitely the right name for it. And this beautiful deep green. This name escapes me every time, but isn't it stunning?
I want to say Forest Fern.
I want to say Forest Fern.
I'm
yes,
rubbish
it is.
with names, so it could be completely wrong.
It's Forest Fern. As soon as someone says it, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. The lovely cornflower there as well. Oh, sneak peek, sneak peek, sneak peek. Are you ready for this? Oh my goodness! Foiled and die cut acetate jars, $11.99. I'm so excited.
I've not seen these till this morning.
Really?
I'm devastated, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So we have never done anything like this. Oh. Our lovely Jen has designed this and she's amazing. You have got these beautiful shaped jars which go perfectly with the collection, with the little book images, with the cardstock. And they're all die cut and foiled in gold. If you want to, the reverse is silver. So you can just see the little difference there, can't you, in that. And they've all got these beautiful, cute little starry sprinkles on. So you're going to get 10 A4 sheets of these. And there's obviously 4 on a sheet, so you're getting loads there. 220 microns, so they can be sort of shaped and manoeuvred into your cards and your projects. And they're absolutely stunning. And you can hide your adhesive like on the bottleneck by using a bit of ribbon or a topper or something like that, and maybe just something like hanging over the corner. Absolutely beautiful. Like I say, we've never done anything like this and we're really excited to show you them.
Just looking at them there, I'm thinking how I would be using them. The foil's not right up to the edge, is it? So like, no, you could, once you pop them out, you've then got a template if you're wanting to cut an aperture into your card to be able to stick it behind.
Yes, as you can see, you do get that white edge between the foiling and the edge of the acetate, so absolutely perfect for doing projects like that with. You know, if you're really clever and you want to try something like shaker card or
yeah, that's where my man was going.
some flowers coming out of it at the top, you're going to be able to use these for all of your kits as well. They are a little bit Christmassy in the fact that they've got this sort of festive star on, but there's no reason why that can't just be like a bit of glitter or a bit of like something special like all year round for your everyday crafting.
Stick a fairy in it and nobody's going to think twice, are they?
No, absolutely not. They're going to be so handy. And then finally, we have got some Moonstone dies for you. And these are perfect, not only with the collection, but all year round. They are big, stunning centerpiece dies. They're $14.99 each, but they are on a bundle. Best price to get them is them both for $24.98 because you're going to be saving £5. So we have got the winter wreath one first. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Just simply cutting it out of 2 pieces of Mattastic, layering them up and a sentiment, and you are done. It has this really nice sort of half wreath that would look lovely on top of an easel or on a fold back, just where you don't need it, or you could cut it out twice, put some ribbon over the centre and have a full complete wreath. No reason why that can't be done. Like I say, loads of really nice subtle ways to hide the joins if you are making a full circle. And again, perfect for like sort of, you know, think about your Christmas dinner table decor, you know, that wreath in the centre, you know, as maybe like as a, you know, with like a lantern or a jar or a bunch of flowers on top, and just having it as like almost like a doily. It'd be so beautiful, wouldn't it? And then finally, we've got the Christmas bouquet. So you've got the hellebore there with all its holly and its foliage. You've got the sort of signature kind of starry sprinkles there that you see throughout the collection, and it looks lovely on there on that twine. Really nice big die, and then you get the frame to pop it out with as well, so you get 2 cutting dies in there. And again, really nice centerpieces. You don't need anything else. Oh yeah, we've got this one as well that just uses that Mattastic and some gold mirror, and what a stunner. What an absolute showstopper.
Oh, thank you.
Is it yours, Kat? Yeah. Of course it is. It is a stunning make. Absolutely beautiful. And we've got some that use those acetate jars as well. So a little bit of a sneaky peek at our For the Love of Stamps. But again, just having them coming out of a jar as well, really nicely. We've got this one as well that uses our die with that snowfall mirror and those on the edge sentiments. Kat, this is one of yours. You have been very busy. And again, we've got some more of those acetate jars just in the centre of that frame.
I love that idea.
Cute, isn't it?
Very.
Very cute. Kat, are you ready for your second demo?
I am.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, I'm using a mixture of things. I've got a little bit of the Parchment. I've got some of the adorable Scoreable. And I am going to use this gorgeous winter wreath die. And this is... It actually cuts the card front for you, so you don't have to like cut it out and stick it on. It actually like folds round to make the card front.
Yeah.
Or I think it does.
Yeah, it does. It has got that. I did wonder that when I saw that line across it. I was like, I did wonder that, but I haven't actually played with it. So,
so I'm going to cut. I want to make a 6x4 inch card, which I think this will fit onto. So I'm going to cut this down to 6 inches 6 inches tall, and then I'm going to cut it to 8 inches, and then I can fold it in half to make my 6x4.
Okay.
Oh, my brain took a little bit of time there. So I'm going to find, I can do this on my match actually. I just want to find my centre point, which is my 4 inches, and we'll take my die.
Oh, how exciting. Oh, I'm going to have to read this comment out from Andrea. She says, my Moonstone dies came last week and they cut deliciously. Oh, of course they do. Delicious. And love them. Best dies ever, of course. Completely agree. Which dies did you buy, Andrea? Just out of interest. All of them are fabulous, but I'd love to know. Sally Ann Kenny says, OMG, this has just fallen into my basket. Oops.
We're having an awful lot of that this week, aren't we?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
These crafty shopping accidents. It's becoming a bit of a pandemic of itself.
I know, right? But it's the best kind. Myra Langdon says those acetate jars would make good potion bottles for Halloween.
Ooh, love that idea.
Same. Oh my goodness, what a good idea.
So we'll take this through here. It is quite an intricate die, so we'll run it through once, see how we get on, see if we need to go through again. Oh, do you know what though?
Oh, is it okay? Have you put it edge to edge?
I think we're going to be fine.
Okay, cool.
So bear with me.
Okay.
So I better practice what I preach and do what I said yesterday. When I've got more intricate dies like this, I like to try and get as much stuff out while I've still got the metal in. So I'm not doing any too much moving about of the actual cardstock that's underneath.
Oh, I'm glad of it. I think I was concentrating yesterday, but I was like, I know what you mean, but I don't. And now I've seen you do it, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. I think you know then as well, like whether, you know, if not many weeds come out, you're like, oh, that could do with going in again, and you haven't taken it off.
Yeah, that's true. It's still in position. So the bits where the tape is, I'm probably going to have to go in and poke out. But I think we've got quite a good starting point there to get this off now. Look at all that mess.
Oh, but there's nothing more satisfying than sweeping it out the way, though, is there? And seeing your die all come together.
I'm just going to throw it and hope that it hits the bin under there before I get told off.
Oh, I know, it's a good job Emily isn't here. She's our little, she is very, very strict with the hoover in here.
So we peel that off, and as you can see,
beautiful.
We have got most of that out. So I'm just going to take a little bit of something white, just so it can help me see on the darker coloured thing here what's still left to come out, and we're just going to go. So I don't know if you want to have a quick look at the comments just while I do these boring bits of poking out here.
What have we got? Let's have a little look. What have we got? Look, we've got YouTube up. Oh, Debbie Stevens, I've just ordered a hunky dory cutting mat. Yes, Debbie. She put on the decollage show, like, really must buy one of those cutting mats. So I'm so glad you've treated yourself to one. Jeannie is just asking how she might be able to attach the jars to cards. Again, obviously they are very, very clear, so hiding your acetate is an absolute must, like any sort of acetate. Again, those little strip sentiments or circular sentiments, you know, you can put your glue dots or your adhesive behind there and then glue something on top. Like the neck of the bottles, again, just put some ribbon over or another strip. I'm trying to think of some more.
Yeah, like we said, if you use, you can draw around it to cut like an aperture, and then just cut slightly inside of where you've drawn round, so it's just slightly smaller than your acetate. Yeah. And then you can stick it behind you.
Yeah, really good tip. Yeah. Again, I'm just having a quick look at some of the cards that we've done. There's one with like a circular aperture and then some cardstock on top. Well, obviously you're hiding that behind it. So, you know, if you just cut yourself an aperture out and then just stick it slightly lower, then you'll hide that on top of your cardstock as well. So hopefully that helps.
Ooh, just noticed one tiny little bit there. But you can see for a really like intricate die there, it has not taken very much cutting out at all. So I'm just going to pop this on here just to get myself a little score line in. Just behind where that is, just to help me bend this over a little bit.
Oh, Viv Williams has said, are all your desks and tables as tidy as this one? Because mine's no, that's an absolute no, Viv.
That's the funniest thing I've heard.
No, we have to keep this one tidy for filming and for demoing, and we all share this one as well, so you know it gets cleaned down every day and stuff. But no, absolutely, the answer is no.
So I am going to do the design of it is for it to go like this.
Okay,
this design, but I'm gonna turn it round just for something a bit more funky.
Of course, always doing something different, Kat. I love this.
So I'm going to now take the parchment and I'm going to use this to take away that white space inside my card.
I know you're going to show us, but
Yes.
how is your card going to stand up?
I'm going to use some acetate.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So, which you've just reminded me because I was about to miss a step. So I'm going to cut this down to 6x4. I might need to trim it slightly. Yeah, it's going to fit lengthways, and then I can just trim that bit at the bottom in a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some acetate and I'm going to use this on the front of my card. So I want 6x4 again, and I just want to use like I'm going to cut it to 6x5. So I've got a little flap I can turn over and I can stick to the back of the card before I put my acetate down.
Okay, yeah.
So that's it in that direction. See, I'm already making a mess. It's not even that tidy already.
It's
So,
worth it though.
I'm just going to score an inch in there.
I think you can't be too neat as a crafter.
No. Certainly cannot. So I'm going to take a little bit of red liner tape just to secure this down.
Oh, Muriel on YouTube has just said, hi, I just got my 2 orders today, but I've not got my free gift in one of the boxes. Muriel, if you send us an email or give us a call, we'll get that popped in the post for you. I'm absolutely certain of it. I'm sorry we missed it.
Ooh, my plates are going for a walk. Just avert that catastrophe there. So I'm going to place this inside here. And then I'm going to want to, so that is going to like stand up like that now. So you've got your acetate as the base.
Beautiful.
So how I'm going to stick this to here, bring back my little piece of card here. I'm going to take some wet glue. Again, you know I love using my glue stick for this, but it's quite a large area. So if by the time I've done the top, the bottom will be drying out because it is quite fast drying the glue stick.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking, you've seen me do this before, a little bit of sponge, old kitchen sponge, and we're just going to dab this on. And you can keep it quite thin, but because it's just going straight down into place on the acetate, it can sometimes be a little bit messy, but you know where you want it to go, so you should be able to get it stuck down straight away. So just keep dabbing over, so you've just got it. It's all covered, but it's quite tacky, so there shouldn't be that much splodging and ruining the look of your acetate on the front. Right, I think I've got everywhere, or at least enough to get away with for the demonstration today.
Yeah.
So we're just going to pop that down and give it a good press into place. Make sure it's hitting everywhere we want it to hit without moving it around.
I can't believe that stuck onto that acetate so well.
It's only just to give it a thing. I wouldn't mess around with it too much after the fact.
Yeah.
But
oh wow.
So now we're going to place this back inside.
Oh, I love it.
Again, we'll go with our red liner. And this is a really detailed parchment paper, so you're not going to be able to see your adhesive through it.
No, especially 2 little lines of skinny red tape as well.
I'll pop that through there. And I know I'm going to have a little bit of excess coming over the edge, but I can trim that away once everything is in place. So I'm just going to slide this into position. Get right up to the top edge of that acetate. Bring it down. And as you can see, you cannot see any of that acetate under there at all. And then I can just trim away this excess on the back. And then I'm not going to go too fussy with it, but I am going to incorporate, and I don't think we've shown these yet, have we? I'm giving another little sneak peek here.
Oh yeah.
Our wonderful MDF shapes. So I'm just taking my craft marker and throwing it on the desk because I got the wrong edge. And I'm just going to colour these in. I love these MDF shapes because they're so versatile. I mean, they're absolutely stunning in the natural finish, but they take colour so well, whether you're using your craft markers or your inks or you want to emboss them. They look absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, they're great.
Heat embossing powders.
I mean, we've only kind of started doing them this year, but I feel like where would we be without them now?
I know. So I think we'll pop them in one of the bottom corners. Do you know what I'm actually going to use? If I can find them, if we've got any lying about, I think my glue dots would be perfect for this.
Oh, they really would be. Do you have some?
Any glue dots? Yes, I think so. So if I put one there, and it's that instant grab as well, I'm not worrying about them moving about while I'm finishing off everything else. So we'll put them there just to add a little bit of detail, and then I'm going to go back with that ribbon from before.
Yep.
On the top here. And I've got way too much there. I'm just going to tie myself in knots if I even attempt to.
Yeah, I did that the other week and it was absolutely horrible. I was like, oh, it'll be really forgiving if I use loads, and actually no, it wasn't. I don't know how I didn't tie my wrists together. Absolutely beautiful. I love that pop of red. And just whilst you're tying up your card together, Kat, sorry for interrupting.
Don't be
just going to repeat that Win It Weekly question, because I just thought, look at the time and we've not said it again. Okay, so the 3 Christmas little books. What is the current record for the longest Yule log ever made? Is it A, 1,344.21 metres, B, 2,472.8 metres, or C, 1,136.36 metres? I mean, that must be as tall as like a house or something, or a building.
A lot taller than a house, I would think.
Like a mountain. Yeah. I don't know, like a mountain. I don't know. This is just, I can't even imagine how big that is.
Like I said the other day, it's just under. If you take 1,200 metres is 4 times round an athletics track, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course.
So I'm going to pop
It's just,
this.
it is absolutely madness. I can't believe that someone made a Yule log that big.
I think I'm going to go, oh, I don't know where to put the sentiment. Tell me when to stop.
Oh no, on the ribbon,
On
Kat.
the ribbon?
Yeah, love it there.
Do you think? Okay.
Oh no, do you not?
No, well, it'll do. It's fine. And then I'm going to take a couple of these glorious gems, and these are the ones with the gold flecks in, just to use as my holly berries, just to tie in that little bit of gold that we've got on the sentiment going on, that I've just picked from one of the top sheets. I've just pinched it from there. I'll add a few little holly berries.
Oh, that looks so cute.
There we go. Sorry if it took me a while getting there, but...
Gorgeous, it's worth it.
So using lots from our kit.
Oh, stunning. Love, love, love.
There we go.
Absolutely beautiful. Using that parchment, some ribbon, some MDF shapes. Let's actually not even talk about that any longer, and let's just show you how amazing these are. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go in with these MDF shapes, $9.99. So you're going to get a nice good bag full of here, like 60 shapes in total. Let me just grab the ones that we've got in there. And they are so, as Kat said, they're so versatile for Christmas. We've got this kind of big snowflake there, with like a little dinky one there as well, just so you can see the size, sorry. Aren't they cute? And again, really nice natural, but you can heat emboss colour. Put some, cover them in glue and stick some glitter on. Yeah. And think about these as on the side of your place cards. Oh. Think about them, again, I'm just going mad with Christmas table decorations. I think I'm gonna have to get home tonight and like design my Christmas scheme. And then as well, your little holly leaves as well. We've got a slightly larger one and then a more kind of medium size one there. So $9.99, 4 different shapes, and these are gonna last you well into all your Christmas crafting. 60 MDF shapes for you to use however you like. Let's show you the ribbon as well. So you're going to get that beautiful Christmassy red that Kat showed you, just the perfect festive red. Let me get the offcut. So you're going to get this one as well, absolutely gorgeous. And then you're going to get all these other stunning double-faced satin ribbons. It ties bows like a dream. It wraps around your cards amazingly. And the colours just tie in so well. I mean, look at this one. Look how unusual that is. That is going to go so well with that sort of pastel pinky red that you see in the poinsettias. You know, you get the baby blue there as well. That's going to go so well with, say, maybe this topper set. What a perfect match that is. And that peachy pink and the white. Stunning. You know, you can grab anything and just go mad with ribbon. So $9.99, 24 meters in length and 7 mil wide. Amazing. It's, again, you just can't go wrong with ribbon. It's absolutely beautiful finishing embellishment. Let's see what else we have to show you. We're on to our last few items, guys. Just my type Christmas edition sentiment strip pad. I mean, can we just talk about the fact that there's 2,000 sentiments in here, 12 designs, 4 of each. 2,560 to be sort of approximately exact, if that's a thing. It's a 6x6 paper pad, and let me just open it as well. Mattastic finish as well, so it's going to tie in perfectly. And some of these strips are so cute. To a little angel, fa la 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 la, Santa's little helper, Christmas blessings, believe in the magic, heart the herald, angels sing. So super versatile for whatever card making you're doing. Baby, it's cold outside. Oh, and then these ones, these little words, so you can make your sort of own phrases and sentences there. We've got kisses, mistletoe, have at, blessed, cuddles, naughty nice, Bethlehem, Yuletide, dream, toys. So you can either kind of use them, and again, scrapbooking. Wouldn't this be perfect?
100%.
To put on the side of photographs. You know, you can be putting Merry Christmas, you can have family, Christmas tree, stockings, whatever you want to. It's going to be so perfect for that. So you get them in the black, and then you also get them, so you see in the designs here, oh what fun, festive memories, winter wonderland, 'tis the season. And then you get relatives as well, so you've got fabulous mum, very merry mummy, best boyfriend, dear friend, dad tidings. How cute are these puns? Oh my goodness. Daughter and son-in-law. So some of these are really tricky to find, aren't they? You know, darling wife, mum and dad, special couple. And then you get them in the white, sparkling sister, angel of an auntie.
But them ones as well, you can take across all occasions. It's not just Christmas.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there's definitely some versatile little everyday ones in here as well. So you get them in the white. So they're exactly the same kind of words, just in the white and the black. So depending on what the look of your card is, You know, they're going to look amazing. And then, ooh, the craft finish. This was incredibly popular when we launched the everyday one. It sold out at least once.
Yeah.
So we had to bring it back, and we just thought this collection, being Mattastic, was perfect. So you're going to get that beautiful, like, newspaper craft print colour there for you as well. Season's greetings, granddaughter, neighbour, holly jolly, silent night. Super, super fun. Little embellishments there on your scent, and $7.90. Oh my goodness, $7.99. I'd be buying 2 of these and having them for like Christmases upon Christmas, year after year after year. You know, you can't go wrong with some of these sentiments, especially in that really nice typewriter font as well. And then the last item that we have got to show you is this wonderful, for the love of stamps, layering poinsettia. Now, if you got our layering flower stamps last year, they were incredibly popular, and it's just makes it an absolute breeze to stamp. So you get your base layer and then you just build it up on top. If you had our layering butterflies earlier this year, it's the same idea. So let me spin it round. As you can see, you've got a stamping colouring guide there as well, and you can see how it builds up to make that beautiful poinsettia. You can mask it up with your leaves if you want to pop those behind it, or you can just sort of squeeze them in if you want to. You get the centre as well, and you're getting 2 sentiments in there, again, that are going to be able to go through all your Christmas crafting. Festive wishes and Merry Christmas to you and yours. Just a little tenner. Just a little tenner. And don't forget, we've got all those Christmas in July gifts as well for you. So you're going to be getting those in your parcels. That ends tomorrow. So yeah, we are literally on the final days of Christmas in July. We're going to have a good recap tomorrow, aren't we, of that? But yeah, so you're going to be getting those goodies in your parcels. So now that I've shown you everything, I think I'm done. I'm going to leave you in the hands of Kat to do her 3rd and final demo. We ready?
Yes. Shall we do our stamp?
Yeah.
This is going to be a really, really simple card, because I just want to show off the layering effects of this stamp. So I have got myself a piece of white ink me cardstock, and we are going to go in with this one here, the really, really solid base of our poinsettia.
Amazing.
In fact, I'm doing it the wrong way around. I should be placing it on my cardstock so I know where it's going to go. And then what I like to do, because we are using our stamping press to build them up, but just when you're trying to piece where the next one's going to sit on top of it exactly, I like to try and find something that's like really prominent, like shape pointing up, just so it gives me like a little bit of a guide. So yeah, I'm not sat there for 3 hours turning my stamp round trying to find where it's going to sit on top of it. So make sure we've got that one picked up.
Yeah, your stamping press is just going to be amazing for this, isn't it?
Just make sure it's really, really stuck down. So I'm going to go in with, I've got my 2 reds here. I've got chili red and brick red, and my chili is the slightly lighter shade, so I'm just going to go in with this one.
Oh, going in with the shimmer finish as well.
I am.
It's stunning.
Because for my top layer, for my 3rd layer, I'm actually going to heat emboss in gold.
Oh, beautiful.
So I thought it'd work with the shimmers.
Yeah, it just really brings out that,
really,
definitely.
Really well. Now, there are a few things, if you're using these inks, that you've just got to make sure that you do before you go in with your embossing powders, so it doesn't stick to the whole of the dye underneath. But we will go through that as we do it. So I'm just making sure we've got a nice even coverage throughout. And a really good firm press all the way around in the middle.
Wonderful.
Making sure we're hitting all those outer leaves. And when we pull it up, we've got this base. Now I know it looks a little bit crazy, but bear with me. It will start to make sense next turn, I promise. So I'm just going to give that a clean up before I put it away, so I don't end up with finger marks.
Oh, doesn't that look beautiful? You can just see how this is going to come to life in a minute. I mean, that is just stunning.
So we're going to take our next layer, which is the next most full one on here. And like I said, if I've done this, no. I'm still going to be thinking, I think, do what I say, not as I do. Yeah, there we go. We're not too far off. So if you layer this up first, and this is where your stamping press is absolutely vital. So just make sure you've got as much as that in the right place as possible. Pick it up gently again. And this time I'm going to go in with the brick red. Ooh, these ones are really, really juicy.
Oh yeah, do you know, I think that about my shimmer ink pads. They are crazy juicy. When we did the show yesterday and I used those greens, I was like, wow. They are amazing. I'm definitely a shimmer ink convert now. I am just struggling to get the comments up, guys. I am sorry.
Oh, so we'll go back in with this layer. And this will start to put that definition back in for you. And remember, because we're doing it all in one place, oh, I was going to say you could go in and do another layer, but I'm really not going to. I'm going to lift this up because it's even more defined.
I love that.
In real life than it's showing on the camera there.
I can't believe a stamp can get to that level of realism and definition. It really is incredible.
So now I'm going to skip a stage. Because I'm doing my heat embossing, I'm going to be using it on 2 parts of this flower. So I'm not going to do the last bit just yet because I want to add some colour to the centre here. So I need to get all these like wet ink bits out the way first. So we're just going to place this on. Now this does line up perfectly, but it doesn't really matter at the same time if you don't get it in exactly the right place. It does cover the whole of the centre in most directions.
Yeah, it does go a bit over, doesn't it? Absolutely.
So this time I'm going to go in with the Jersey cream just to give that nice yellow centre. Just to give that touch of colour. And I'm just going to do that one more layer. And we know it's going to hit the same spot. Just to build that up a bit.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So I can take this off here now, and don't worry, because when I place it back on, I'm placing my stamp on top. It doesn't matter if this moves around on the cardstock.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do next, before I do any other layers, I need to make sure this is absolutely bone dry, that all my ink is completely dried out. So when I put my Versamark on and my embossing powder, it's only going to stick to my Versamark ink and not the ink that's underneath.
Oh, yeah.
So take your heat tool. You can just leave it for a good while, but it's much quicker if you take your heat tool and just give it a good blast over, just to make sure it's nice and dry.
Yeah, that's it. With these prism inks, like, they are very, very juicy, which is obviously great, but yeah, you are just gonna either want to leave it or cheat and use a heat tool.
And I know this is boring because you're used to all seeing your wonderful embossing powders turning, but we will get that effect in a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm dating myself now because I know I'm doing it on air. I'm like, oh, usually I would think that was dry enough, but
you just never know.
You just never know. If it's going to go wrong, it will be when I'm showing you guys. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then take your anti-static bag and make sure you give it a really, really good rub down with that when you've got it back in place on your mat. And hopefully this should take off anything that's just left around. Right, fingers crossed. So now we'll go in with our last layer. Like I said, we'll just twizzle this till I think we're hitting the right position. Just not. Oh, come on. Tell me when to stop.
It can make your eyes. I know. I am watching. It's kind of a little bit difficult on the screen. Cat, I'm not gonna lie. We must nearly be there now.
We can't be far off. Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're about right. Yeah. There we go. She says, but that little bit's just. There we go.
Oh,
do you know what?
Are we okay?
I hate myself.
Why?
Because I've not taken my middle bit off my die first, off my stamp press.
Oh.
So it was all thinking, I'm going to find where I was.
I was
no,
like,
it's okay.
everything seems to be okay. What's going on?
No, I knew when I was pressing it down, it was like, why does it feel so lumpy? That's not right.
Easy done.
Yeah. Right. So pick this up again, and this time we go in with our verse mark. Really good squidge of this all over. Make sure we give that a good press down, and before I forget, we've also got a centre bit for here as well that I'm going to do at the same time, so I'm not doing two lots of heat embossing. So we'll take that off, and you can see where it's hit there, and we've got this lovely little centre bit. Pop that on. Rebecca, do you think you could find me, if there is one, I reckon to have a quick look in that box, but I couldn't see, a black fine liner?
Yeah, I can have a little look.
I usually have one in my tub, but I can't see it. So,
would you be okay with like a brush marker?
Yeah.
With like a little fine nib?
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
So we're just going to take this over here. So give that a really good coating, and now we'll see whether my drying has worked, and it has. Look at that. It's just stuck to where that second layer was. And of course you could just do this in another dark shade. You don't have to do it in the embossing.
There you go, lovely.
Thank you very much.
Oh, since I've been gone, like the embossing powder's gone on. Wow.
It has. So, let's go again with the noisy gun.
Oh, but this time
it's over.
It's going to be worth it.
Wow. And this just really gives it that extra depth and definition.
Oh, doesn't it look stunning?
And then just to really make it pop, I am just going to go around the edge of the leaves with the black. Just because I think it really, once I layer it up onto the card with the black like matte layer, it just really helps tie it all together. But it all depends on the effect of the card that you're going for. So nothing too fancy, just follow the line of your leaves, and you could come in and do the individual leaves in a bit more detail, but I think this is enough just to give it that extra bit of something. So 3 to go. And then I'm just going to mark out a couple of the little dots in here as well, just to make it come on that bit. There we go. And we'll cut her out. So I'm just leaving, I'm not going too close to the line, because if I try now, I will just cut off that black bit that I've just gone round and done. So nothing fancy. Just wiggly scissors around the leaves, leaving that couple of mil border. And once we start putting the card all together, I've lost the ability to say the word once, apparently. I keep saying whence.
Whence?
Yeah.
Whence. I
think it's a combination between when and once, and I've just started merging them together.
Just, you know, I mean, we've not got time to say when and once.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. Absolutely gorgeous. It is really a stamp that you're just going to really need in your collection, isn't it? Like, who doesn't need a poinsettia stamp at Christmas?
Like you said, again, it's going to be fab for making like your place settings and things.
Oh, definitely. And as well, it's another one of those stamps that if you're not a confident colourist, your shimmer ink pads or your prism ink pads will do all that hard work for you. Yeah. You know, you don't have to be thinking, oh, I really want to try stamping. Honestly, get yourself a couple of red and green ink pads. They're really, really cheap. And this stamp set, and you're good to, you know, obviously a block or a platform. And you're absolutely good to go. This is the perfect one for beginners that are wanting to start their stamping journey with us.
So I'm just keeping this really, really simple because I want this to be the main focus point. So I've just cut a 6" by 4" card blank down, 10-fold from a 6" card blank. So I'm just going to cut a couple of matten layers. So I'm going to go 3 notches. In fact, I'm going to come a full 1/4 of the inch. So 5 3/4 under the 6 and 3 3/4 under there, just so I've got that slightly chunkier white border. And then with my white for my base. Ooh, I've lost it. Anyway, this will do. That's what I've put my hands on. It'll work. We're going to come to 3 notches under the 3/4 for the 4 and 3 notches under the 3/4 for the 5.
Oh, I finally got the comments back up. Thank you, internet gods. It's horrible. I couldn't get them up on either Facebook or YouTube. It was well annoying.
So, construction glue.
A couple of people saying they would find maybe the fussy cutting a little bit tricky on this. You could use them as...
No. Trust me. You're leaving the border around, so there's no tricky fussy cutting.
I don't think so.
No.
But again, if you are adamant you don't want to do any fussy cutting, how good is that going to look? Like draped down the side or across some corners on a background?
Exactly.
It's going to look so good.
It's like I said, iron. And if you layer these up as well, it's going to be absolutely incredible. So I think we'll go with the Merry Christmas to you and yours, and I'm going to stamp that before I stick it down, just so I've no lumpy bumpy bits or anything underneath. And I have pre-done a few of the leaves as well, which will really make it pop.
Yeah, it just helps it to stand out, doesn't it? And I think just adding that next colour, have you done them in green?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, it's just going to add that next sort of colour in, isn't it?
I've not gone for the funky blue leaves today.
Funky blue leaves? What?
You're asking if I'd done my leaves green.
I did. You never know. You're teasing me today, Kat. You could have done them like monochromatic, or you could have done them in a different corally red, because I think poinsettias, like the leaves and the petals, sort of become one, don't they?
They do.
So you just never know. But if you want to, that's the joy of stamping. If you want to do crazy blue leaves, you can. And as well, I've seen that poinsettias, they come in loads of different colours now.
Yeah.
They come in white, purple, pink. It's really, obviously the classic red's the best, but...
So I'm just using my fine liner just so it picks up on that detail from the leaves. And I'm not taking it round to the bottom, I'm just taking it down to where my sentiment is, just to help highlight that a little bit. There we go. And my lid. And then I'm going to pop this on a foam pad, and then it just gives me that little bit of space underneath to add my leaves in.
Sure.
Put them down there. So we'll just do this slightly off. I'm coming over the edge again because I'm just...
Your signature trick today.
Yeah, I'm in that mood today.
It looks beautiful.
If I go into my box of tricks, I've done exactly the same with my leaves. So I've stamped them in a basic green. I think it was the rainforest green. And then I've just used the embossing to go over them as well.
Gorgeous.
So we'll just go in.
It really gives them like a nice mottled effect, that embossing powder.
Yeah. Well, they're quite textural poinsettias, aren't they? So I just wanted to like really emulate.
Yeah.
They've got quite a viney feel on the leaves.
I think so. And they're very like you say, they do have a textural feel. They're very like velvety and soft, aren't they? They're such a beautiful flower. And if you do love your poinsettias, this Forever Florals Deck the Halls, you're going to be in heaven with, because you've got the lovely, the poinsettias are a real showstopper in this kit, but you've also got red ones, white ones, you've got the holly, the pine cones, just tying it all together. A little bit of Christmas rose in there as well.
So I've made them, so I'm going to use them all. Might be a little bit excessive, but I do not care.
Why not? I think because you've kept the background so simple, you can get away with a few more.
Well, this is why I did it. So we'll just pop that one under there, and then that's it. Really, really simple, because I really wanted the stamp to be the star of the show.
And it really is. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Incredible. Thank you so much for all your wonderful demonstrations today, Kat.
You're welcome.
A lovely, lovely card there. So much inspiration. I absolutely love watching Kat craft. It is amazing. Okay, a couple of things to leave you with before we go and get on with the rest of our day. Next up tomorrow, Hunky Dory TV. It's the dynamic duo, me and Kat again. We are switching things up again. I'm going to be in the demonstration station, and it is your final chance to take advantage of our free gifts and our special offers. Christmas in July is officially ending tomorrow. Sad. But you know, we're on the 27th of July now. Flipping it. Where has that gone? It also says, I'm not even, this is not my joke, people. You'll be sorry you missed out, but you really will be. You really will be. So join us tomorrow and we'll have a fabulous recap of our final day of Christmas in July. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.